found some symbols. It looks like you've also got some Mind Crime symbols.
Yeah. The entire kit for Mind Crime on the tour of '88 was all the color sounds. I think that's when they first came out with them, was way back then. So I just thought it'd be cool to have an all black kit with black symbols, and I had the chrome chains and some other parts to it. But those are definitely, that's exactly as you can see. Mind Crime Tour '89, and that actually is my signature. So anyway, that's really cool. 14-inch heavy hi-hats, those are huge. As you get older, do you play smaller stuff? You find that?
Yes.
Because I do.
Yeah.
I'm not playing these big tubs. Wow, interesting. And then the symbol, I think, probably came from that as well. I know I signed this as '97.
I think that's when, it must have been when I got. Several years ago, you were clearing out a big warehouse site. You guys even came over with a big truck. Said, here it is.
Take it all. You took everything. I'm going to guess that this is actually really goes with those in terms of the Mind Crime era, because that's when I had all the black color sounds. I'm pretty sure I just signed that. It was '97.
Okay.
When you cleaned out my warehouse. Wow.
That would have been
Yeah,
a year after we opened here.
That's so there you go. So
what have we got? Looks like a Mind Crime head.
that's correct. Yeah. So that looks like the official Mind Crime head from the tour that I actually built. You've got everybody on there.
All the original guys?
All the original guys, including Chris DeGarmo's signature, who hasn't been in the band since '97.
Okay. So
that is the original lineup from day one all the way up through 1997 with Chris when he left. But that's the original Mind Crime drum head from the tour.
Wow, cool. I like that. You see, you're actually going, must be down to a smaller bass drum. That looks like
That's a
24.
It's probably a 24 on the film.
Let's see, just like you're talking. Small, totally. And then this would have been Promised Land.
That's correct. And,
So this would have been the same as the pink set, but different sets.
that's correct. Same tour, same show. That was just the big kit as the main center stage one, and the hit snare that we were talking about was set off to the side, or something on the stage. And that's 94 and 95 was the Promised Land tour, world tour. That was a big one. So yeah, that's the original, probably the right. It's dual kick drum, so usually had two of those.
Okay.
And I usually put the ports to the left. So it would have been like that. So that would have been, as you're facing the kit, it would have been the left kick drum.
Okay.
On my right foot, so to speak.
And then you're telling me this stuff was sort of the beginning of rock and raps.
It actually is, yeah. The material back then, I was trying to do new things. Getting drum heads painted is expensive. You got to find an artist, and you got to pay these guys to do it. I didn't want to go through that.
And then it flakes off like this.
Yeah, it doesn't last. I guess this has stood the test of time. This is 15 years old. Basically, it's just a glorified huge decal made of a plastic material, though, and I just rolled that into rock and raps 10 years later. I just kept doing the same material as raps, and then launched the company in '03. I feel like this sometimes, though.
Yeah.
My head running our own businesses.
Yeah, absolutely. Rudy stayed out kind of like last night. He's got a little of that going on here.
Does he?
Well. Yes, he
Rudy's
does.
got the aftermath. And sometimes I feel like putting one of these in my employees' heads. Do you?
Yes. I did once, and we're still talking with the L&I guys about it.
Nice.
I'm trying to tell them it was justified,
Yeah.
but I don't know. We'll see where that one lands.
But yeah, anyways, great stuff. I mean, you got 80, 83, 84 through late 80s here through mid 90s.
That's it
is a broad expanse. It really is. It really is.
Well, that's awesome. I'm really happy that you can be here, and they're cool.
Yeah, really, really nice stuff. And it's kind of exciting to be here. I was glad that Donn and I hooked up recently because we haven't talked in a while. We run into each other just periodically. So
It always revolves around the Seahawks.
And it does. That's right. Our good friends, the Blue Thunder. So.
Hey, Scott.
Anyway, yeah.
Thanks for coming out.
Yeah, thanks, Don.
This is a
It's
blast.
nice to see you.
Take care, man.